My name's Christopher Demas, and I am a medical student at the Warren Alpert Medical School at Brown University, and I'm in the class of 2021, and I'm the creator of illustrations of histology. Histology is all about understanding the organization of tissues on a microscopic level and how they're supposed to look. And this is super helpful when you go on to the later parts of the medical school curriculum, such as pathology or understanding disease, because without a good baseline understanding of how things are supposed to look, it's hard to understand disease later on in the course. I start off by first figuring out the content that I want to create for my videos and what topics are really important to cover in the curriculum, as well as things that people struggle with. And after I figure out that, I then come up with an idea for a drawing. How do I want to put this on a page? I do hand-drawn images, and I do this in pencil on a poster sheet. And this allows me to figure out how I want to present my information and the location and how it best can be illustrated on one page. After coming up with the design and the overall content that I want to cover, I then come up with a detailed script. After I have my script completed, I then bring it back to the multimedia lab. And at that point in time, I start to actually do the core part of this whole process, which is doing the marker drawing. It's really fun to then get to that point and doing the drawing, and that tends to be as funny as it is. That's the easiest part. I'm tracing lines. Then after I do that tracing, I then import it into my video software and speed up the video and figure out the best way to present that information that I've now drawn to fit it into about a 5 to 10 minute video segment. Then I integrate my narration over the top. I do the script and some more edits to make sure it looks the way I'd like. So you might be wondering why I created these videos. First, I actually really hope to be an educator in the future. I've always loved teaching and tutoring, and I've done that all throughout college, and I'm looking forward to continuing to do that in medical school. On another level, the drawing element is something that I also really enjoy. As you're drawing things and seeing someone draw something, I feel like that's a wonderful way to learn because you can really direct and help students understand things as they're built almost right in front of you. So I hope to put those things together in a really creative way to help students in the future understand and learn about medicine. Believe it or not, my first video was done on a table tennis or a ping pong table, and I had duct taped a tripod to one of my handheld cameras to that table to get overhead camera shots of me drawing. And of course, it works, but it doesn't look quite as good as when you can do it in a professional studio like at the Brown Media Lab space. And the space has really allowed me to make really high quality videos, as well as it just brings out so much creativity and allows me to really pursue everything I'm doing to its fullest. So this is I guess the setup here, and this is where I've been working as one of the labs. There's also one in Granoff Center. So I do a lot of my creative work there.
My name is Luba Demenko. I'm one of the assistant deans of medical education at the Alpert Medical School, Brown University. I'm incredibly excited about Chris Demas's project as part of a medical education scholarly concentration. I work closely with our histology course leaders, Dr. O and Dr. Hanley, and they're very invested in medical education, and we're excited to add a new component to the histology course.
I continue to come back to use these videos because I've found them really helpful. I find them entertaining. They're short snippets, a quick, easy review, but it's something that after you've done it, you feel like you've learned. It does help me to see these images drawn in front of me.
It falls really nicely in the structure of the histology course so that I end up learning the material really well. In combination with the rest of the resources we have, everything comes together for me to just give me a really good and very effective learning experience.
In the future, I do hope to expand my audience past just medical students, potentially even speaking to the patient population by generating video content to help them understand disease, or even creating storybooks for children to help them understand what's going on and how to conceptualize disease in a healthy way.